We finally get the announcement for Assassin's Creed Shadows, the next Assassin's Creed game, and we're going to be talking about 50 different things that you want to know about the upcoming RPG game by Ubisoft. So let's dive into this video. A like is appreciated because it does help us out with the algorithm. Now, first thing first is we're going to be getting a November 15, 2024 release date. And the great thing about this is that it's pretty much going to be available for anything: Xbox, PC, PS5, even Amazon Luna. That is crazy, right? Now, Assassin's Creed takes place in a Aushi Maya period, which is going to be in the Japanese history, and it's going to begin from 1579, which will continue on to the 1580s. Now, the game is going to feature two different type of characters. The first one is going to be Naoe, which is a fictional daughter by Fujibashi, which also is being trained by her father to be a skilled shinobi. So she is going to be very stealthy and is going to be something different in the game, because the second character is going to be Yasuki. This is a real historical figure. And before I even make this video, I had to go in and take a look if this was a legit thing, and it is. You know, the historians speculate that he was born like in today's was Ethiopia or Mozambique or South Sudan. So that is where this second protagonist comes from. Now, Yasuki came to Japan from the Portuguese in 1579 and soon became a samurai employee of the Lord Oda Nobunaga. Now, you probably have seen him in a previous game, and I had to do a little digging a little bit more about him. And yes, his first ever appearance was in the Neo game. Whenever you are playing here, I'm gonna show you a very quick clip when Neo is fighting a boss. The boss is called the Dark Samurai, and as he defeats him, you're able to see that that was his first ever appearance in a video game. So Assassin's Creed Shadows is not his first ever release. Now you know a little bit more about him. The different thing about this Assassin's Creed is that it's going to be the first game ever that you're going to be playing as a real person from the past. So that is something different to look forward to. So the question is, why Shadows? This has been in the works, and pretty much what it is. It is working in the shadows for the light. That's what the developers have said throughout the whole entire release and announcement that they made today. The stealth system creates a very dynamic and light and shadows that is going to affect not just the enemy vision, but you can also hide in the shadows. In a way, the gameplay is going to be a bit more dynamic. You're going to be able to interact with certain things. So if you want to make it a little bit darker and just hit in those corners, you're able to do that. If there's light, you're going to be able to turn them off. And that is something that is going to be new because of the engine that they're using. It's an upgraded one, which I'll talk to you a little bit more about it in throughout the whole video. Now, there is now also an option to be able to knock down foes when you are performing stealth takedowns. So that is something different. You can also are able to crawl along the ground like in a prone position, which is going to maintain a lower profile when you are trying to get through different locations or trying to go through small openings. That is something different that now is going to be able to do. I don't know about Yasuki if he's going to be able to do that, because he is in his historical history a 6'2" character, so he is pretty tall compared to Naoe, who's probably maybe around 5'1", because she does look a bit small. It's something different in the game that also we're going to be able to see is that Naoe has a grappling hook, and it's not just any grappling hook. This is an attachment that you're going to be able to do through every roof edge. Not only are you going to be able to throw it, but that is going to allow you to swing from places, and it's going to allow you to get through certain locations really fast and very stealthy. Now, another option with the grappling hook is going to quickly allow you to climb to the ceiling and stay above your enemies so you are going to be able to be stealth. Now the eagle vision returns, which is going to allow you to spot silhouettes of NPCs throughout the walls. Enemies are marked in red, while the new servants are colored orange. Now the eagle vision that you saw in Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, well, it's a bit different now in Shadows. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to do your own observation, which is going to be like a military style. So if you're going to get up high grounds, and once you're in a high ground, you're going to be able to just scout different locations to see what's happening in your surroundings. And you're going to see a certain location or certain thing that is marked, but it's not going to be like the eagle vision that you're used to it. So that's going to be something different that we're all going to be interacting with. Now is a shinobi. So she is going to be very skillful and it's going to be very stealthy. Now Yasuki can also use stealth, but unfortunately due to the size and the armor that he's wearing, that is going to be quite hard for him to do. For Yasuki, he's not going to be as stealthy due to his size and the armor that he's wearing, but at the other end, he is going to be able to be a lot stronger, going to be able to drop on targets and also perform very silent infiltrations, which is going to be helping him to be able to take down different enemies. How about the combat in the RPG system? As you guys are very familiar with the Assassin's Creed, this one is going to be a little bit different, but it does give you the flavor of if you're used to a certain type of Assassin's Creed, but it also is implemented with a brand new one. Now, this era of the Japanese warfare did not make use of shields or gear, that does not even include any defensive options aside from the armor. Now, as a samurai, Yasuki is able to use his weapon to block incoming attacks, and you're going to be able to perform parries with him. One of his weapons is going to be called the kanabo. This is a very heavy melee weapon that does do a lot of damage. As you're seeing here in the trailer, in the CGI trailer, you're able to see how he is able to perform those heavy attacks and is able to take down different enemies very easy and fast. Naoi is able to engage in combat, but she is not able to block or parry. Instead, you're going to be able to deflect enemies' blows, such what you are seeing here. So as you are seeing, right towards the end, she's able to evade any blows from enemies. So it's going to be a bit different if you're using either of the players. So that's going to be something that we're going to need to get used to it. One new thing is that the enemies have a armor durability system. So you're going to need to break it down as you are in combat. So you're not going to be able to take them down really easy. You're just going to have to work your way until you destroy their armor. One of the different things that is going to be different in the game, and is due to the engine. You're going to be able to destroy things around you. Now, if you're using a heavy weapon such as what you see with the kanabo, you're going to be able to destroy things. If you have a katana, you're going to be able to slice through different items, leaving the katana mark where you just slice like that. And if you have arrows, well, you're going to leave a precise puncture mark. With blunt weapons, you're going to be able to smash things around, break them down into tiny little pieces. So that is something brand new also to Assassin's Creed. So it looks like the developers have and are putting a lot of effort in this game, and I am glad that is in the Japanese culture. That is something that I think, and I hope I am right, a lot of you Assassin's Creed fans were wanting to have a Japanese feel to the game. Now it's coming on November the 15th. Some other weapons that are going to be available in the game besides the katana and the kanabo are going to be spears, shurikens, kunais, and also a sickling on a chain. So those are the different weapons that you're going to be able to see. Now for Yasuki, he's able to use an archivist rifle, which gives him a different way to fight enemies from a further distance, which also is something different though. So you don't see something like that in an Assassin's Creed game, but this is going to be something brand new, something different. Now this is the great thing about Assassin's Creed, the upcoming one, Shadows. Now, each weapon is going to have its own skill tree. So if you use a katana or if you use a spear, you're going to need to level that weapon, which is going to be something cool. I like it when things are done where the weapon makes the player instead of the player making the weapon, which is really cool. Now you're going to have that feeling that you're going to be able to upgrade your weapons. You can also craft your own katana by just gathering components that you are able to, let's just say, take down someone if they breaks their weapon or anything like that. You're able to gather those components and then also build your own katana. One thing that I think is really cool that is coming is transmog system. This will be available in this Assassin's Creed, so that is something I think when they include transmog, it's definitely a good thing in the game. Active combat skills return to the game. All you have to do is find the ninja scrolls in the world, and then you're going to have that active combat skill available. Also, Yasuki and Nao have individual skill trees and gear that you're going to be able to acquire, but they also, good thing is that they do share the XP that you're going to be able to collect for weapons and resources, so you don't have to farm those things all over. If you're excited about Assassin's Creed Shadows, wait till I tell you a little bit more about certain rumors that are coming up and also things that were in the trailer. And one of them was the dynamic world and also the seasons that were going to be available. And what do I mean by that? First of all, Assassin's Creed Shadows is built upon the newly updated version of the Anvil game engine. And this is what is making a lot of the new things possible in Assassin's Creed. You're going to have better lighting through the global illumination. So you're going to be able to break pretty much all the different props that you see in the game. You're going to go tear through different walls, through different doors. So that is definitely something new coming into the AC game. So also another new thing is going to be for the Anvil that you're going to be able to upgrade is you're going to have a season system. So that means that if you are in the spring, summer, autumn, or winter, put it like this. If you are in summer, you're going to be able to go in the water, swim around, maybe look for that secret item. But once winter comes, you're not going to be able to go in the water because that lake is going to be pretty much frozen and you're not going to be able to access that. And that is only possible by the Anvil game engine. So the same thing goes with the winter and the summer. Autumn, you'll be able to, or the spring, you're going to be able to see flowers that you never saw in the winter or in the summer, which it's really crazy and it's something new. And I'm very excited for that. So looking forward to that and a lot more. Now, another thing is that we're going to have a dynamic weather system, rain, snow, when it is something new. Features that is such as with the ecosystem. If you see a tree that is moving or that is blossoming or flowers, you're going to see it in the game. Now, how big is the game going to be? The map size, they're saying, the developers, of course, is saying that it's going to be the size of the Assassin's Creed Origins, which is a really good size. Also, we're going to have different maps that are going to be divided into regions based on the Japan's real historian provinces. So that's also something cool to look forward to. One different thing that they are doing in the game is going to be the iconic synchronization that you're able to see in any of the Ubisoft Assassin's Creed game. Now you're not going to be able to see that. Instead, you're going to be able to see synchronization points that are still going to be active and also are going to act as fast travel locations. Before, whenever you used to open the map, you used to see a lot of different dots, so it got a little confusing. So this is less clustery, and maybe it's going to be something good or bad once we get to play the game. Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to feature a non-linear campaign that is going to focus on targets. Ubisoft is saying that you will be able to free to track these different type of targets in any order. So there's not a particular order. So that also throws out of the window if you miss a quest or anything like that, or you have to do something in order to be able to get something unlocked. No, in this case, it doesn't matter. Whatever order you do it is how you want to play the game. Also, one of the things during a different quest that you're trying to complete, you're going to come to another quest line that you're also going to need to advance or start. Now, you don't have to do something different in a quest line to be able to open another one. It'll just naturally appear as you are playing, so you don't have to worry about, like I said earlier, missing on a quest that maybe you had to do something different. Now, most of the main quest lines can be completed as either player. If you want to be as Now or as Yasuki, you can complete the different main quest lines with either player. Now, there is going to be specific quest lines for each of the different players. So also have that in mind. A little bit more of the end game that we're going to be able to see or know right now is going to be, there's going to be side quests and world activities that are going to be available beyond the main campaign. So that is also something good that we're also, that is something good in that they're carrying over from each of the Assassin's Creed. So that is definitely something that a lot of you guys like, that they keep on implementing in Assassin's Creed. Now, some collectibles that are going to be able to be found are going to be able to be shrines in art, and also you're going to be able to find castles as you are going through your different type of playthroughs. You can build as well a spy network of different agents that you're able to send out, and they're going to be gathering some intelligence for yourself that is going to help you get through the game or advance in a certain quest line, or if you need something, you are going to be able to get that network going, and that is going to help you out. There's also going to be hideout locations that you're going to be able to gather with your allies. It's going to be more of a safe location, and there you go. That is so far a lot of different things that are coming into the Assassin's Creed Shadows. On top of this, we also have the collector edition that gives you a 3 days early access, gives you a season pass, it gives you an ultimate pack. So we're going to be able to get from the upcoming Assassin's Creed 2 different season passes that we're going to be able to take part into the game. So that is good to know that, right now we already know what is the roadmap on the game. And as you guys are able to see here, the collector edition looks amazing. I don't know if I have the $239 some to be able to get that for that nice statue that's there, but let me know in the comment section if you guys are getting it or not. Lastly, there are some speculations, leaks of a thing that is called projects. This is going to be a mini battle pass that may be coming into Assassin's Creed Shadows. At this moment, it hasn't been confirmed, but it's going to include 3 of them, which are going to be the Hidden Network, the Last Ronin in the Shadows. So we don't have a lot of confirmation on this yet, but I mean, it is something that we should be looking forward to if it does come into place. Also, I do have a question if you made it this far. How do you feel about having a battle pass on a single player type of campaign game? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you more. And we'll see you here for a lot more Assassin's Creed Shadows coming your way.